I've said before that I felt really deeply connected to The Lion King because my father passed when I was really young, and so I felt a connection to Simba. And in Mufasa, I just saw this like perfect dad who was loving and wise and took care of all of the people around him, including this brother who didn't even really like him, or and I just thought, oh, that must be what it's like to have like a dad and have that beautiful bond. So I always kind of held him up on a pedestal. So being able to hear the backstory of that character that I looked up to and dreamed about is really, great for me as a fan of the original.
I think for me, whenever I think about Mufasa in the 1994 original, I think of an individual that radiates love and warmth and clarity and strength. And as a kid, I was really deeply drawn to that and connected to that. And I think that's why it was so devastating for all of us when he passes away in the film. And I was really energized to be able to bring the history of Mufasa to the conversation in this film that we're very excited for everyone to engage with. He didn't start as a king. He didn't start as being beloved and celebrated and cherished. He started in a very different set of circumstances, and I think something that's really inspiring is that he chose to engage with the controllables instead of the uncontrollables. He accepted his set of circumstances and channeled it into something that propelled him forwards, which I think is a really joyful thing.
I think for Taka, it's the fear of not having a role in society that's kind of freaking him out the most. We feel really safe with labels. When you kind of like, okay, I'm doing this, I have this schedule, I am this in this group, I'm the funny one, I'm the popular one, I'm the uncool one, I'm the mean, whatever it is, the musical person. And Taka's like, well, what's my role? And this fear of not knowing what your identity is outside of a label is the detriment of his kind of trajectory. And so, he's kind of walking in this constant search for the label when it is, in fact, a journey about getting to know yourself and finding home, which is what Mufasa does, which is very uncomfortable for him at certain points because he's like, well, you're doing it, and why can't I find that, Yeah,
well, I think how fear plays into Mufasa's journey is, he's been given this promise of a better environment, an environment that is more fruitful to being happy and joyful. And I think his fear is that he'll never find it. And I think that is also what drives him so ferociously in the pursuit of this land that they're trying to discover. Yeah.
Cine, música, series, libros, teatro, artes plásticas, gastronomía, todo el mundo de la cultura y el entretenimiento aquí en El Tiempo. Suscríbase al canal de YouTube del Tiempo, que además es gratis, y le mandamos notificaciones de nuevos videos.